Hi, everybody. I'm Danielle Knox. Welcome to The Balancing Act. Coming up today, resources for parents to keep their kids safe online. Also, Ava Cowan shows us how to achieve the ultimate body at any age. And a new way to smooth out those wrinkles and look younger. All that and more great stuff today on The Balancing Act. Hi, welcome back. According to a 2008 study by Cox, 90% of kids report having used the internet by the tender age of 9. And when you're talking about kids at such a young age, you have to imagine they're getting exposed to a whole world without frontiers, a world wide web of people they can connect to with just the simple click of a mouse.
It's pretty scary.
It certainly
just
is.
Right there. The web offers great advantages for parents and children. But the web can also be a dangerous place for our little ones that just simply don't have life experiences that allow them to make good judgment and be responsible when they interact with their peers online.
That's right, and we really want to get into this topic a little bit today. So I've got the pleasure of welcoming for you today Marcily Hancock. She is president of the Internet Keep Safe Coalition, an organization empowering families and communities to help reduce the risk of online victimization of children. Marcily, welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Now, in your opinion, let's face it, you know, I've got a 9-year-old that's online. That's pretty scary. I don't have young children at home anymore, but that would scare the heck out of me. I mean, today we're so plugged in and we're so addicted to technology. What are some of the risks out there?
There's 3 basic risks with all connected technology. The first is inappropriate contact. So who's on the other end? Who's my child connecting with? What type of information are they pulling from them? The second is inappropriate content. So what is my child viewing? What is my child posting about themselves? And the third is inappropriate conduct. Does my child recognize that everything they do online can and is tracked and stored by multiple places on the internet?
And it's there forever.
Yes, it is.
It certainly is.
Yes,
And what happens is your child ends up leaving a digital reputation behind, which I found fascinating because now colleges are looking at what they posted on Facebook, what they posted on Google and MySpace in terms of some of their recruiting efforts. Are they not?
Absolutely. YouTube.
YouTube, right.
Videos, quite extensive branding. Children actually brand themselves. So it's not just your job opportunities, but it's academic and new future relationships. Once something's posted on the internet, because no one owns the internet, you can never call someone and say, please take that down. So once something is posted, you lose ownership of it, and then it's up there forever.
Right. Well, you know, I think today parents and moms are pretty computer savvy, but however, they might not be savvy to social network sites, correct? I mean, what can we do to keep our kids safe from those type of spaces? You
know, there's 3 tips for parents that I think help simplify it. First of all, you don't have to be a computer expert to protect your child online. There's these 3 simple actions. First is to keep current with the technology your child uses. Just what they're working with. Second is to keep communicating. Keep those open lines of communication. When something goes wrong, your child needs to know that you are there and available. And the third is critical, and that's to keep checking. When you review and look at what your child is posting and what they're pulling down off the internet, you help them recognize the internet is a public forum, never private.
Yeah, the whole world can check you out.
Yeah, not only kids kind of can grasp that concept at such a young age. And so if parents want more resources, tell us a little bit more about where they can go in terms of your website and maybe some other resources that they can find as well.
At iKeepSafe.org is our website, and you'll see lots of tutorials, how-tos, the technical pieces, how to check your history. We also have a children's picture book series.
I love these books.
We have an animated cat, Faux Pas. She has adventures on the internet, and when she runs into trouble, the children learn from her example. So lots of good tools for teaching not just young children, but also for the older middle school.
All right. Marcely, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Figure America is here giving us some personal training on how to look good at any age in life. Stay with us. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We have the pleasure of welcoming today Ava Cowan, a renowned celebrity model and fitness trainer. Welcome, Ava.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, she looks so good.
Yeah.
I want to be like Ava.
I want to be Ava when I grow up.
But you know what? We've seen you on countless covers of magazines. You're a fitness writer. What else do you do?
Oh my goodness, I've hosted my own bodybuilding show. I'm collaborating with a competition color to create my own color, so you look amazing on stage.
I know there's just so much, and you know, but here's what I think what's interesting, and I think what our audience will appreciate is that it wasn't always sunshine and roses for you, Ava. Tell us a little bit about your background.
My background is, I'll just say that I had some difficulty pretty much in my early adulthood. I battled addiction to drugs and alcohol for a long time. And the fact that I'm sitting here is nothing short of a miracle, honestly. And I think it's important to share that because that's my truth. And that's where I come from. And those were my obstacles. And I think that a lot of people have obstacles of their own, whether they overeat or they don't feel good about themselves or in bad relationships. And for me, really, I made a decision 5 years ago. I said, I'm not going to live like this anymore.
And you are truly somebody to look up to. I mean, look how fantastic she looks. But, you know, I think people, when they see somebody that's built as well as you are, think that you have to do the routine of being a bodybuilder, but you're actually a fitness competitor. I mean, you compete in fitness.
And there is a difference, right?
Between
the fitness and the
bodybuilding.
bodybuilding.
Kind of routine.
Yeah, there's a difference. What I do is a little bit between a look of fitness and bodybuilding.
Okay.
It's about symmetry and balance and poise and stage presentation and conditioning. There's a lot of different aspects and elements. And I picked figure because I think it's an attainable look and I think it's more appealing for me. I just don't know if I could get that big to be a bodybuilder,
Right.
but
Well, maybe not. You may not necessarily want to. That may not be, right for you. But I think one of the interesting things about your story is going through everything that you've gone through, and you woke up one morning and you said, you know what, I don't want to live like this anymore. I want to change my life. Why did you pick what you picked? Why did you pick really working out and getting into shape to do these fitness competitions? And what has been your inspiration?
I picked that because I got sober, and then I thought, now what am I going to do? I really had no skills. I didn't know what to do for a living. So I really sat with myself, and I thought, okay, what do I know how to do? So I went back to when I was a child. I was a gymnast, and I knew I could do that. So I thought, okay, what can I do in terms of physicality? What can I do? So I went to school to be a certified personal training specialist, and that gave me a new career. And then I trained myself. And what inspires me is that there is no way I'm going back. Wow. I've done that. Wow. And I've done a lot of things in my life that didn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that anymore.
Well, quickly, we need to wrap it up, but you know, for all the women out there, and for me too, maybe Danielle, maybe not.
Let me get a pen so I can start writing some notes as she talks.
Yeah, what kind of advice can you give us to get acclimated like you? You know, I mean,
to look like you,
and
basically.
to look like you, yeah, absolutely.
This is my biggest piece of advice. Live in the moment. Just start right now. Even if you had chocolate cake last night or if your breakfast was horrible and you had donuts, just start now because that's all we have. So just worry about what you can do today to be fit. How can I live my life a little bit better? And what can I do today to change? Because nothing else matters but right now.
Wonderful. And your website real quickly?
www.avacowan.com.
Wonderful. Ava, thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're truly an inspiration.
Yes,
Thank
very
you.
inspirational. And share how you get those biceps too on the commercial break, okay? All right. Thanks, Ava.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Winter, the headache doctor, and author of 7 Steps to a Healthy Brain. Here are some tips and tricks that I use when applying the 7 steps to my own life. The only way to give your body the full complement of nutrients and vitamins that it needs is through supplementing. It is imperative to include high-quality supplements as part of your daily routine. Learn what you should be taking. Read the labels to get the right supplements. I start off every day with a Healthy Brain Multi and 1,000 milligrams of high-quality omega-3 fish oil, and you should too.
Well, as we age, we grow wiser. We know that. But with age, too, comes wrinkles. We don't like that. And while they can appear prematurely for many different reasons, there are ways in which we can reverse the signs of aging skin. I am now joined by Dr. Stephen Jepson to discuss the importance of skincare and to also review his line of premium ingredient facial products, SP Beauty, designed to help improve your skin's texture and appearance. Stephen, thank you so much for being with us.
Welcome.
Is it true that we can develop wrinkles and fine lines as early as our 20s?
Oh yeah, wrinkles are part of the natural aging process, but there's lots of things that'll contribute to wrinkles. Sun exposure, tanning beds, smoking, lack of proper hydration, and poor use of skincare products.
Well, you know, I think a lot of people might turn to needles, and certainly there's nothing wrong with that, but is there something different that we can do if we're getting a late start on beauty, if we're late bloomers in that regard?
Oh, absolutely. My specialty is aesthetic medicine, and what that means is I help people look younger without surgery. And so along those lines, I've developed a line of premium skincare products called SP Beauty. And using a good quality skincare product can go a long way in terms of preventing wrinkles and reversing wrinkles if you already have them.
Tell me a little bit more about what this product line entails.
Yeah, this is a doctor-grade quality skincare product, and what that means is we use high concentrations of proven effective ingredients. For example, let's talk about one of our best sellers, which is called Lift SP. What Lift SP is an anti-aging serum, and what it's designed to do is to relax and reduce wrinkles in the face. It does that by using peptides.
We hear peptides all the time.
Yeah, a lot of the over-the-counter skincare products are now advertising that they have peptides, and this is an important point that differentiates Lift SP and SP Beauty, is that we use high concentrations of these peptides, maybe 4 to 5 times stronger than is available in the over-the-counter products. Plus, instead of using 1 or 2 of these peptides, we use the 6 most potent peptides that are known. And what these peptides do is they stimulate collagen underneath those wrinkles to fill them in, plus it helps relax the muscles in the face to kind of reduce the wrinkling that way.
So now, does this moisturize your skin as well?
No, it doesn't moisturize. Lift SP does have seaweed extract in it, as the seaweed extract has an immediate tightening effect on the face. But then if you want a moisturizer, you want to use our product that's called Revive SP.
Tell me about that.
And Revive SP is a very nice moisturizer, has a nice high emollient, it'll make your skin feel nice and smooth, it will hydrate your skin. But what's really neat about it is it has a lot of antioxidants in it, such as coenzyme Q10. And what those do is it reduces the free radicals which are causing the collagen damage in the face. So will help prevent wrinkles, will help reverse wrinkles if you already have them.
Very quickly, what makes your line of products different?
Well, number 1, it's doctor formulated. Number 2, high quality ingredients. Number 3, high concentration of those ingredients. And number 4, we don't use any unnecessary fillers.
All right, so from the moment we wake up until the moment we go to bed at night, what should we be doing?
So first thing is you want to make sure that you stay protected from the sun as much as possible. You want to make sure that you got a lot of sleep the night before, because lack of sleep can cause wrinkles. Drink a lot of water. Exercise, stop smoking, and use a good quality skincare product like SP Beauty.
Well, where can we find out more about your line of products?
You can find it on spbeauty.com.
We like that. See, ladies, there are great ways that you can look great no matter what your age, right?
For sure.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right, stay with us right here on The Balancing Act. We'll be right back. Today we're talking about menopause, and you know this is really a topic that we often feature here on The Balancing Act because, you know, the truth is it's going to affect each and every one of us women at certain moments in our lives, Kathy.
You better believe it.
Are you having is there something
I'm having
going on?
a little hot flash
All right,
right
go
now.
ahead, keep reading. I'll fan you.
And if you're undergoing menopause like I am at the moment, you know about the discomfort it can bring into your lives. The hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and the list goes on and on and on.
And you know, the truth of the matter is every woman experiences menopause differently. And so today, Kathy and I have invited someone here to discuss her unique experiences. Her name is Nancy, and she, you know, really understands that when you talk about it and that when we talk about it, we really empower other women because it may be something they may be a little bit
we
shy
don't really
or
talk about
embarrassed.
that much, do we?
Not as much as we should.
Well, Nancy, you know, I mean, everybody is different. No one size fits all
No,
in this
no one
category.
size fits all. Everyone experiences it to different degrees that you talk to, and I haven't had it as bad as some of my friends that wake up in the middle of the night and they're totally soaking wet and have to
That's just
change the
miserable.
sheets and
you lose sleep over that
everything.
as well.
Lose sleep, but I've had the mood swings. I've had you know, the hot sweats and the hot flashes, and I'll be in a room with all my friends. One will start, then the next.
It'll go around the table.
Right, and you can get cold sweats too as well.
Everything, you know, and very sensitive to what people say, where you maybe never showed emotion before, and all of a sudden, at the drop of a pin, you can start to cry and get all sad. So,
you know, I think that the reality is now there are a lot of different treatments out there to deal with menopause, and so that obviously is opening up the door for more discussion as well, the different treatment options out there.
There's no need to suffer if you don't have to, and my doctor said this product is natural and safe to take, and if it's going to help you, then go for it.
Well, you know, this product that Nancy is talking about is called Me Again, and it is really a wonderful product because it is wellness, it says, for menopause and beyond.
Yeah.
It is a natural product. They've got several different varieties here. What you have in your hand right now is the nighttime sleep formula that addresses hot flashes, night sweats, and also insomnia, which really is a big part of menopause, not being able to sleep.
Right, and they have the daytime formula as well, because, you know, just because you're not sleeping doesn't mean that you still don't have menopause.
Right, exactly. Exactly, right? Well, the daytime formula, once again, you've got your hot flashes, your irritability, and also your mood swings. And I have to tell you, the other issue that I think a lot of women deal with in menopause that they may not want to talk about, but it is really a real thing, is the vaginal dryness. And this vaginal moisturizer actually helps relieve vaginal dryness. It gives you kind of immediate natural relief and long-lasting hydration. So, you know, once again, this is something, too, that you can use beyond menopause. And that's why Me Again says it's wellness for menopause and beyond. This is something that you can use afterwards
as well. As the lubricant as well, because you know, sex drive changes when you go through menopause. You know, go figure that out.
Exactly.
And you know, as women, we tend to neglect ourselves because we're so busy taking care of everyone else.
Absolutely.
It's really important to go visit the physician, you know, to find out what is actually going on
with your body.
us.
And that may be something that women may not want to do as often as well, because they're really not sure what's going on, but they're thinking, could it be?
Well, and it's you can get confused too. I mean, you get I call it like a brain fog. Sometimes you just kind of zone out a little bit.
You know what? We all know our bodies very well, and we know when we're having changes, something's different or it's not right. So it's good to have something to take to try to help it.
Okay. Where do we find Me Again?
Well, there is a website. It's meagainonline.com, and there you can find the product and also more information. And we so appreciate you, Nancy, taking the time to be here to talk about your experiences.
It's okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up, delete the bad foods from your kitchen pantry and stock it up with all the good ones. We'll tell you how next.
Hi, I'm Ivy Larson. Today we're continuing with part 2 of the Balancing Act Kitchen Shape-Up and Pantry Makeover. It's time to toss the empty calorie carbs. So why do we need to toss these? Well, first, if the empty carbs you eat are not burned for energy, they're actually converted by your body into saturated fat. And this increases inflammation and increases your risk of heart disease. Empty carbs also boost insulin secretion, which makes it much more likely your body will store the excess calories you consume as fat. Now, empty calorie carbs don't contain nutrients or tummy-filling fiber either. So, if these foods happen to make up a large part of your diet, you're going to be much more likely to have those nagging, gnawing food cravings and much more likely to experience excess hunger than if you replace these foods with healthy, fiber-rich alternatives. So, where are the empty calorie carbs found? The good news is you really only need to watch out for 2, and these include sugar and refined flour. Now, sugar is the ultimate empty calorie carb. If you do the obvious, such as reduce your intake of sweets and stop drinking sugary beverages, you're certainly going to lower your intake of sugar. But if you happen to eat a lot of packaged foods, you really need to be very aware of the ingredients, and this is because sugar is ubiquitous. It's everywhere in the processed foods world. For example, you'll find excess sugar in foods like yogurt that are marketed as low fat. You're also going to find excess sugar in foods like marinara sauces and then many breakfast cereals that you think of as being healthy. frozen entrees and breads and crackers, and then those energy bars that I see so many people eating before and after their workout are all notorious for containing excess sugar. And all that sugar can really add up at the end of the day. So it's very important to learn to read the ingredients list carefully. Now, refined flour is the second empty calorie carb you want to avoid, and it acts just like sugar in your body. It is true that refined flour is made from whole grains, but it doesn't contain any of the nutrient and antioxidant-rich germ, nor does it contain any of the tummy-filling fiber that's found within the whole grain. So the problem is refined flour simply fills you out, but not up. Now, if you bake, you want to switch to using whole wheat flour, or you can even use a new product, white whole wheat flour. And you're also, again, going to want to read the ingredients on the foods you buy. And you want to avoid those foods that are made with enriched, bleached, or all-purpose flour. Foods like breads, crackers, many muffins, and pretzels, and then those breakfast bagels are often made with refined flour. So again, just learn to read the ingredients list carefully. That's all we have time for today, but please tune in for part 3 of my pantry makeover when I'll show you how to stock up on healthful whole foods your entire family can enjoy. See you then.
I'm Danielle Knox, and thank you for joining us today on The Balancing Act. Coming up tomorrow, some delicious and nutritious ways to cook with peanut products. And David Bromstad shows you how to personalize your space using color, technology, and style. See you every weekday morning right here on Lifetime Television with more great ideas. Take care, everybody.
Air travel for The Balancing Act provided by Southwest Airlines.